One word can define life and the difference in life, and that one word is decision. Decision can make you poor or rich. To see how you can turn your decision to money and achieving your wildest dream, then watch this video to the end.
It's my ACECHINA. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist, known as the mayor of Harcourt business channel, where I discuss only business and you can do business directly with me, called my ACETV, and you can check it out right here. This channel is my personal contribution channel where I'll be giving you exceptional values on business, personal finance, personal development, and life success. And I'll be doing that with a lot of fun, because my one word is fun. And I always seek, teach, inspire, create, collaborate. You can just call me the contributor. Join the exceptional 5% that will watch this video to the end, because you're very special people and you're rare. Welcome on board. Let's learn to grow rich together.
Come to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your accelerated results. And today's quote says, the fundamental difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is decision. Decision is not making a choice and hoping it works. Decision is making a choice and making it work against all odds. Everybody makes a decision and life is a decision. But sometimes the successful people make you feel guilty, as if you've not made the decision to be successful because they've not shown you how to make a decision work. As a matter of fact, every beginning of the year, we make decisions that don't last, called New Year resolutions. And most times before the end of January, we've already broken that decision and we are wondering why our decision does not work. Our decision does not work because we don't know how to decide. Deciding or decision is made up of two root words. If you see, the spelling of decision is decision. Decision is cutting off. D is uncutting off. So decisions means D, uncutting yourself from what you have associated yourself with. If you make a decision to marry a woman, you have decided. You can't excise yourself from that person you have decided on. So decision means you don't stop. Decisions mean the one thing you choose not to decide or cut off yourself from. You can call decision the cutting off. When you don't like something, you cut yourself off from that thing. But when you've decided, you stick to it. So another word for decision is sticking to. What is the one thing you stick to that will make you or your life different? So sometimes the decisions we stick to are the things that bring us down, because when you don't decide to grow up, you have decided to stay down. When you don't decide to be rich, you have already decided to be poor. And in this world, you can't escape from decision, because deciding not to decide is a decision not to decide. So when you don't even decide, you're taking a decision. So decision is life. As long as you're alive, you are making a decision. And these 6 decisions will transform your life and help you achieve your wildest dream. The first decision is the decision on what to be. Even little kids in kindergarten, the most favorite question you have for them is, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a politician. I want to be a mayor. I want to be a musician. The decision on what to be will make or mar your life. And until you find your purpose and decide for that purpose, you might not be what you are meant to be. Find out what you are meant to be and decide to be that thing, and you see your life transforming. Imagine if a fish didn't know it was meant to be a fish and it was busy learning how to climb trees. It will never be a successful climber. But when a fish knows that it is meant for the water and it finds its way to the water, then the rest of the decision to live extraordinarily becomes default. So for you to find what you are meant to be, there are three things that will come together for you to know what you are meant to be. Number one, what is the one thing you can do very well and easily? Number two, what is the one thing you can do very well and easily that pays the most? Number three, where is it already paying and how can you learn from that place? If what you can do the most has never paid, then there's nothing new under the sun. It might be a distraction. What you can do the most, somebody is already doing the most of it and being paid the most. What is the skill that is making them pay him the most for it? For instance, I can talk the most, but people don't pay for useless talk. People pay for valuable talk. And one talk that can pay the most in the world is sales and marketing. And one place is already paying is big businesses that are using their marketing skills and their sales skills to grow their product and their influence. And when these three circles came together, I knew I was meant to be a marketer and a real estate success strategist. And another thing I do that pays the most on YouTube is teaching. I talk, and I wanted to teach value to people by talking value. And I wanted to be a college professor that comes into the university with my Lamborghini or Ferrari, and after lecturing my students, I'll dash them money. But I found out that that will localize me to a university and will need me to go and get the professorship degrees. And after my first degree, honestly, I don't want to go to the university again for a degree. I only want to go to business schools for executive courses. So I found out that I could teach on YouTube, and YouTube pays the most for people that teach the most and are viewed the most and have the most subscribers. And I said, I already can teach the most. All I need to do is to grow the popularity of this page for more people to learn from me, subscribe, and recommend this channel to make this work on YouTube. So what are you meant to be? And decision on what to be is the first decision that will make or mar your life. The second decision is decision on what to study or learn. We become what we study. So if you want to be a doctor, you don't go to study law. If you want to be a sales and marketing executive, you don't go to study mechanics. So after you decide what to be, you must decide what to study and learn, because we become what we study and learn. To be a mayor of housing, you have to learn and study mayor of housing. To be a doctor, you have to study and learn medicine. To be a lawyer, you have to study and learn law. So the next decision that will determine what your life will turn out to be is your decision on what to study or learn. The third decision that will determine the outcome of your life is your decision to outwork others and result. The only competition that is healthy in this world, there are no healthy competitions except for these two things: the competition to outlove others and the competition to outwork others. The only two competitions that are healthy in the world is productivity and love. Your decision to outwork everybody you know, work harder than everybody you know, will determine how your life will turn out. And your decision to love harder than everybody you know will determine how your life will turn out. But the work and the love are useless without results. So your decision to produce more results than anybody you know will determine whether your life will be great or mediocre. So the third decision that will determine the quality and outcome of your life is your decision to outwork and outlove others in result. And the fourth decision that you need to make that will determine whether you'll be rich or poor is almost cliche. Is your decision to be rich. Many people have not decided to be rich. They are hoping to be rich. Remember, our definition of decision is not making a choice and hoping it works. Our definition of decision is making a choice and making it work against all odds. Many people have chosen to be rich, but they've not made a decision. That decision is not cutting yourself off from the path, no matter how difficult it gets. They can still decision themselves from the path when it becomes difficult. When you decision yourself that you cannot decision yourself from being rich, then you'll be rich. And guess what? The universe will test your decision. When you choose to be rich and decide to be rich, the universe will test you with various trials, failures, bankruptcies, and situations that will see whether you change your mind. But when you don't change your mind, guess what? The universe will reward you with more reward than what it took. Think about the parable of the sower. The sower decided to be rich by earning a harvest. He sowed the first seed on the road. It died. He didn't stop there. He sowed the next seed among stones. It died. He didn't stop there. He sowed the next seed on rocks. It died. He didn't stop there. 3 years of wasted effort and wasted seed and capital. He did not stop. The 4th year, he sowed on good ground. And because the universe is always fair, the universe gave him minimum of 30-fold, 60-fold, and 100-fold. 30-fold is times 10 of the 3 he has lost. So the universe will always pay you 10 times more than it took from you while testing you. So the 4th decision that will make or mar you is your decision to be rich. And when you don't decide to be rich, you have already decided to be poor by default. The 5th decision that will make or mar your life, that many people neglect, even rich people neglect this, is the decision of who you marry. Your destiny is not yet defined until you define who you will marry. Your marriage choice will determine your destiny more than any other choice. Because every other thing you do, you can secession yourself from the decision. You can decide who to be and change tomorrow who you want to be. Like growing up, I wanted to be a medical research fellow. I grew up and I decided to be a real estate mogul. I can change who I want to be. I can change. I was studying medical lab science. Now I study business. I've changed what I want to study. I can change how to outwork others. Before now, I used to work harder than others. Right now, I'm working on being more balanced than others. You can change that. You can change to be rich or not to be rich. But when you marry, you can't change the effect of who you marry. Because one of the people define divorce as an amputation. When you marry the wrong person and divorce the wrong person, the history of that person will follow you until you die. You'll still be called a divorcee. You'll still be referred to that person you are married. So before you marry, inspect and decide who you want to marry. And when you decide, write the attributes of the person you want to marry. One place we don't plan is in spouses. Please describe your spouse in details and plan the kind of person. And the target in the seminar I went for, or in the book, The Compound Effect, is to write at least 40 pages describing your spouse. When I did that, I was only able to get to 17 pages describing her hair type, how she eats, how she reacts, her spirituality, every little detail, the kind of nails she has, the kind of fingers, every little detail. The universe deals with specificity. So the more the specific the details, the faster you attract that spouse. So the decision of who to marry will make or mar your life. And the final decision is the decision to be good. People think good people are good by default. Good people are not good by default. Good people are good by decision. I think Mark Twain, it was him that said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to change you is the greatest achievement. To be good in a world constantly trying to make you bad. A lot of people are going to push you to want to become resentful. A lot of people are going to push you to want to become hurtful. A lot of people are going to push you to want to become PTSD. A lot of people are going to push you to want to become prejudiced. A lot of people are going to push you to become a lot of bad dimensions of you. It is your decision to be good and never to stop being good that will make you good. And believe me, one of my friends will always say, no man was born bad. It is people that make people bad. People will try and make you bad. It is your decision to be good and remain good that will make you good. And one of my greatest achievements is that despite everything life threw at me, I still maintain my heart and I still maintain my decision to be good. No man born of a woman can make me bad. No man born of a woman can make me lose my tender heart. I'll still love, and I'll still be generous, and I'll still be good, and I'll still love people no matter what happens, because it's a decision I have taken, and that it's what is determining the outcome of my life. And these 6 decisions will make you great and unstoppable. And that's the decision on what to be, the decision on what to study or learn, the decision on outworking others in love, productivity, and result, the decision to be rich, the decision on who to marry, and the decision to be good. If you can make these 6 decisions, then you've decided to join the great. Because, as I said, the fundamental difference between successful people and not successful people is decision. But decision is not making a choice and hoping it works. Decision is making a choice and making it work against all odds. And when you decide, it means you can no longer side out of it. You are there for life. If you want to see how you can decide to make difficulties opportunities, then click on the video above, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, it is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional, and I deeply love and appreciate you. Hey, don't just watch to learn, watch to take action. And the first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.